Barreling its way out of the quintessential English countryside is Dirt 5, the latest racer from Codemasters and its long-standing Colin McRae franchise. Like an obnoxious first-year undergraduate student, Dirt 5 is loud, brash, in your face, and always up for a good time, which is the perfect panacea for this 2020 themed shit show we find ourselves in. Dirt 5 boasts an impressive repertoire of locations to obnoxiously drive your rally car around, from the dusty deserts of Arizona, the snow-covered roads of Norway, and the rain-soaked roads of China. You'll have to contend with over 70 circuits, all impacted by the game's glorious dynamic weather system. No doubt borrowed from titles such as Forza Horizon 4 and Project Chaos 2, the weather system changes gameplay and forces you to alter your approach on the fly. For instance, I was racing on a circuit in Norway where there was no snow on the ground at the start of the race. Well, not really that much. By the time lap 3 came around, I was navigating a blizzard, in the dark, with nothing but a pitiful headlight to guide my way. Naturally, it slowed down my lap time and allowed the AI to catch up with me. Humble brag. And they were relentlessly nibbling at my heels as I obviously powered towards the finish line. But it isn't just snow you'll contend with. In arid environments, you'll find yourself battling sandstorms. In the tropics, it'll be torrential rain. And in the British ones, well, there are no British circuits actually, unfortunately. But if there were, it'd just be that bloody shit rain. Now, the most important thing in any racing game is the cars, and in Dirt 5, I wasn't disappointed. At launch, the game features a stable of over 60 vehicles, all with their unique characteristics. The Subaru Impreza makes its return, and it's exactly how you've always imagined it. It's rapid, handles corners like a hot knife through butter, and sounds like it's blended James Earl Jones's voice box with a bag of gravel. It's glorious to drive, and yes, it is the greatest rally car of all time. When I wasn't waxing lyrical about the Impreza, I did try some of the other cars. The Mitsubishi Lancer is there, along with the Citroen C3 and the Ford 1F50 and the Aston Martin DBX and many, many others. But what all these cars have in common is that they're all rendered beautifully. At the start of the race, the bodywork gleams under the lighting, looking wonderful and pristine. Then, after 3 to 5 laps of absolute carnage, your bodywork will resemble your local electronics store after Black Friday. Bits of your vehicle will be missing. Windows will be cracked and smashed, and you'll have that same hollow feeling you have post Black Friday when you realise the bargain you got wasn't actually a bargain. Finally, driving cars in Dirt 5 is a breeze. Unlike racing simulators such as Dirt Rally and Forza Motorsport, Dirt 5 continues in the vein of its predecessors, embracing accessible arcade driving, which anybody can become. Like many racing games, Dirt 5 has the usual arcade and time trial mode for players to jump into a race quickly, but it's the career and playgrounds that demand most of your attention. The career mode is a story-driven experience where you're thrust into the world of dirt as a protege of AJ, a super cool racing dude who happens to be at the top of his rally game. Like every other racing career mode, it's a go from being nobody to being the very best in the world kind of affair, which, to be honest, I found a bit boring. I say this because the career mode offers you nothing that you haven't already seen in a video game before. With a dazzling array of XP meters coupled with generic currencies and points, you'll grind your way to the endgame cars which allow you to compete at a higher level. But I will say one thing, one nice touch is the podcast that plays throughout your career experience. And the premise is that you're listening to a show that's run by 2 fans of the Dirt Race series who comment on how your AI competitors are doing, as well as interviewing some of your rivals. They found time to include an interview with Jamie Chadwick, the current W Series champion. I really enjoyed this, and I think it helped with the immersion of the game. But the Playgrounds mode is where the game will really shine. You can create, share, and find tracks made by other players and developers, giving you an infinite number of races to master. Similar to how it works in Trials Fusion, you can pop a circuit together and then share it online. A simple feedback system allows players to vote on whether they like a track or not, ensuring the best ones will always be available. The possibilities here are endless. You'll be able to keep coming back here and try out new tracks, extending your time with the game. Dirt 5 is that one friend you love to go out drinking with. It's brash, bold, and it's a lot of fun. It's got a bunch of awesome tracks and a dynamic weather system that works really well. And then the Playgrounds Road injects much needed longevity into a game that might become stale after 20 to 30 hours or so. However, if you're looking for a racing experience where detail, precision and tinkering is important, then Dirt 5 isn't for you. But if it's fun you're after, you're gonna have a blast.